Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
From the gun, it's Smothers. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring it.
Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Just plowing ahead. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To throw, Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
There's some room. Once for the tackle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Cobb. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Rushes on. Breaks loose. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired it. Red zone for the score.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes it the other way. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 6 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Cougars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense.
They win their second straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's Arch to throw. On the move. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
On the return, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Arch is going to throw for it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Manning. Hit as he throws. And he avoids the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Coleman's got it on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Throwing Manning. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Out wide right, it's Eccles. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
What a play there, and he rips Rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Turns up, it's Nimrod. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making the adjustment. Brown will throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
With the catch, it's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Manning throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Smothers. Maybe got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals. He's got it all right. Off and running. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And That is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. To throw, Manning. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Spins away, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give as they work on that clock. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. 2nd down coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. Might as well run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. With 1:52 left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Smothers. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Finds us back in the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.